Ladies and gentlemen, this is Internet Personality Evangelist, and this thing I thought was going to be the one that was easy to get, but it turns out that this thing I bought when I could not find the exosuit has now gone out of print. And I figured, well, not out of print, it's showing up at LEGO stores, but it's gone out of online print. So I'm going to open it up and build it. This is the Research Institute. These are professional women who do science and bone science and juice science and space science. So, I'm gonna get going on this. This thing, if you don't know what this is from, I think this is still from back when it was called Kuso, but it is one of the first ideas releases. And, the basic idea is, why aren't there more female minifigures, and why aren't they doing cool stuff, as I understand it. So, the original version of this, by the way, super triple trilingual going on here. Original version of this had, like, I don't know, it was a whole bunch. It was a ton of ideas for little standee sets of professional women doing professional things. And, you know, to make this a realistic release, I suppose, it's just 3 for now. So let's start off here building Lego Kren. I do like that, you know, these are in numbered bags, so I don't have to mix my astrology parts with my juice science parts and whatnot. And hey, a brick separator. Those are handy. So, I'm gonna get myself all situated here. Okay. So, let's dump these bits out. I'm not gonna sort these parts because, you know, as I've said many times, I am a Lego badass. I don't need to sort nothing for nobody. I think I see some legs over here. Whoop! I already dropped something. It's alright. I didn't have to sort it. There's only one pair of legs in here. I know whose legs these are. They are the chemist, scientist. Whoa, is there 2 faces on here? Oh, there are. I didn't think that was going to happen. I haven't looked up anything about this set, but yeah, there's another. I guess that's for when everything goes wrong. That's okay. Nothing's going to go wrong this time. We're going to do some safe science, some safe juice science. Lots of juices, different colors, greens and purples. All's going to go well. So I got to stick a drawer in here. Is this a juice wardrobe? Another drawer. This stage is too small for building Lego stuff, let me tell you. So what goes in here? Pair of syringes, alright. So basically, drugs. I can deal with that. Come on. Don't leave them lying around, then they'll know. You know, you gotta be discreet about this stuff. Keep them clean, dispose of them when they're done, etc., etc. Alright, so we got our little block here. I really like the idea of each of these being like a little plate with, you know, a professional job going on it. I think that's a cool style of presentation. Alright, another drawer. We're gonna put a couple of... I know this is supposed to be chemistry, but these are literally cups, mugs. We're putting mugs in here. Is this for, like, drinking super potions or something? Where's my other cup? Oh, there it is. Also, the part separator. I don't think it's really necessary, but I appreciate that there is one in here nonetheless. Alright, so that goes in there, and then blam. Alright. Line this up. And... Alright, we're gonna do some building. Proper building here. We're gonna unite these into a little countertop. And keep this book from flying open. So this is the chemistry side of things. This is the science that I think is probably the coolest of the 3. Because it involves... You know, it's basically science cooking, because baking and cooking is all, to me, it's all mathematics and chemistry, baby. And I don't know, I just think this has got the most potential for cool stuff, because, you know, dinosaurs, they're neat, they're also all dead right now, at least. Who knows what secret government projects may come up in future, going like, hey, guess what, it turns out, we didn't tell you, but we actually have a dinosaur army. That's what I hope happens, anyway. So these are, well, these are empty, but they are color-coded. You know, color-coded caps on these bottles. Got 3 of them. Right? 3? Oh no, one of them's a head. Okay. I just saw that piece lying around. There it is. That's blue, and then we got a red little thing, a little jar of parameciums, or incurable diseases, as you do. And what's this gonna be? We're gonna have a stick. This is the barbecuing point for doing science barbecues. Oh, no, this is where we have our little hanging things. This is where we introduce one of the juice bottles that's actually got stuff in it, the purple one. I like this one. For some more of this juicing science. And little mechanical arm says that the scientist does not have to sully themselves by laying their hands all over their scientific juices. That looks cool. And what? Are we done already? What's all this stuff? What are these yellow thingies? Did I not use them? Or are they just not listed here as part of the build? Oh, it was way back here. Okay. So, where is that cone? This smoky cone and this yellow thingy are something. Some kind of scientific implement. So you get one of those, and then you get lime juice. Hey! And some of these extras definitely can just go in the drawers. I mean, we've got colorful things, we've got a whole extra syringe. Anyway, science. That's... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just pile all this stuff in here. I've got an empty drawer here. Let's throw the other syringe in. Actually, can we fit the other syringe up here? I put it in the other way. Yeah! Alright, 3 syringes in there. And then let's stick a mechanical arm and a couple of bottle caps in here. Whoop. I don't know why. Maybe it's just some weird control freak thing in me, but I really like taking the extra bits of a Lego set and like force-feeding them into the actual proper build of a Lego set so that it's like all the mass that I paid for is in one place. I don't really know why I feel so very obligated to do that, but it is a proclivity of mine. I don't think the stick will fit anywhere, so... Whoop! Do not let the safety regulators know that the cupboard drawers and lids and stuff come flying off the hinges, please. Thank you! I guess we'll just put this into... It's a stir stick! There we go. Lego Crin is, like, I don't know, doing stuff that involves... This is illegal. This is clearly illegal science. We're gonna move on. What's number 2? Space science. No, bone science. Alright, this is the one that ostensibly is the most interesting part of this whole set because this involves building a Tyrannosaurus terrible lizard king skeleton. I don't want these parts to spray everywhere. I did get a hold of an exosuit and built that in my own time, you know, to enjoy the process and everything. And I looked at what was in the box once I built, like, you know, that little standy spot and whatever it is. I looked at what was inside the box, and I just saw this sea of tiny parts, and all I could think to myself was, I never want the exosuit to fall off of a table, off of a bookshelf or anything. I don't want it to hit the ground and explode because I will never find every part ever again. Those of you who have built the exosuit either know what I'm talking about or are shaking your heads at how brutally paranoid I am. Either way, this is giving me a few flashbacks to that. I need to figure out where to put all these silly plastic bags. Problem solved. Anyway, let's see here. So this is like Elseworlds Mikey that we're building here. Irish paleo, for those of you who have not had the pleasure of Mikey's acquaintance. Mikey is an Irish paleontologist. Alright, so we've got... Well, it actually works. Look at that! I didn't know that was a thing. Anyway, we've got a happy scientist, or we've got an unimpressed scientist. I'm not going to show you the actual print. That was more fun. I didn't think that was going to be an actual working friggin' magnifying glass. That's cool. Anyway, Lego Mikey can chill out over there. So what are we doing? We're making a microscope first. This thing looked really cool in the photography for this set. You know, in order to espy prehistoric Lego bone fibers and all of that jazz. Because that's what paleontologists do. They work in bone fibers. It's basically their whole business. I know a lot about paleontology. I've known Mikey for a good couple of, at least a couple of months. And I like to think of myself as basically an expert in dinosaurs. I'm a dinosaur doctor. I know everything about dinosaurs that you need to know. I mean, there's stuff I don't know about dinosaurs. I'm not, a crazy person. I don't have some kind of belligerent ego about the things I know. I just know that the stuff I know about dinosaurs is the important stuff about dinosaurs. Where is the clear plate thing that goes on here? There are not many parts here. It should not be possible to have misplaced anything. It doesn't help that there's a camera in front of me getting in the way of my vision, but where is it? Because this is the bit for the microscope. And this is the little bit for the microscope. But I need my plate. Oh, here it is. It's hidden underneath all the bones. I found you. Okay. So this thing goes on here. This is a cool little thing. I gotta stick a bone on there, just, your average dinosaur femur. I wish there was some kind of clip in here to, properly really mount the bone, because that's gonna fall off when I put it anywhere, but alas, I'll survive. There we go. Proper microscope stand. I don't know why my natural sense is to say microphone. Maybe I have too many microphones. So what are we doing? We're making a little platform here for our T-Rexical skeleton. Looks like it. And are we gonna... the thing I'm curious about, because I haven't read ahead, is am I going to be building the skeleton then putting it on here, or just building the skeleton from the feet up? As you do. Guess we'll find out in the next couple of minutes. So this is like a straight white plastic on these pieces. I was wondering if they were going to be like a creamy bone color, but they seem to just be straight up white. So whoever this paleontologist is, they did a good job bleaching this Tyrannosaurus Rex, who has what? These are laser pistols I'm sticking in for his ankles? Okay. I think somebody is just getting this thing done one way or another. I've got these guns. I'm going to spray paint them white. I'll just use them to fill in for the T-Rex bones I don't have, as long as I get my grant money. And I am satisfied. Alright. I'm starting to recognize Lego parts, and I was not expecting some of these particular parts to make appearances here. Like these clampy things for the upper legs. That's starting to look cool. Alright, so we need another one of these sticks. And I gotta give it a couple little arms here. Where is this going? Whoop! Oh, there goes my bone. There goes my microscope. Whatever. It's not my microscope. The Institute can get me a new one. I'm famous. Right. Oh, setting this down. We're gonna build us a spinal cord. This is another thing I've been looking forward to doing. I wanted to see how this spinal cord comes together. Alright, so... what happens next? Come on, get up. Alright. Lots of studs, spikes, and rods is what I believe awaits me in my future. I don't know if this is evenly in here or not. It's not perfectly symmetrical! Okay. Another one of these. And... single one here. Yeah, okay, it's starting to feel very Leaning Tower of Pisa. At least I know this is not a very tall skeleton, so we're not going to be doing too much of this over and over again. But I suspect that the patience of the viewer may run out slightly before we reach the end of this process. So, in the meantime, while we're going through building this spinal cord, what are some of your favorite spinal cord memories? Mine would have to just be, you know, being a youngin', seeing Mortal Kombat for the first time, and watching a man in blue and black pajamas rip another man or woman's spine out of their body with the head still attached. That left quite an impression on me, and basically became one of my guiding points in life. Which led us to this dark crossroads where there still really aren't any good Mortal Kombat toys that I'm aware of. But, hey, you know, Jazzwares apparently do not have the license anymore. And in my opinion, that's for the better. I don't think that they ever really seemed to be able to do what they wanted to do with it, is the nice way I'll say it. Alright, sticking a bunch of these spikes in. Whoop! Broke her spine. It's alright. I fixed it. These little spike things, I've had them appear on a couple of sets in the last couple of months that I've been playing around with, and I never like them. I don't know why. I think it's because they have this curvature to them that I find very difficult to orient, and I just end up thinking that everything is crooked. I need to just give up on this obsession of mine with symmetricality that I have. Alright. Also, I hate trying to pick them up, because sometimes you just can't pick them up! Alright, I got it. And one more. And we will have built us a spinal cord! Oh, we're flipping it upside down, too? Okay. Well, now what? Looking it on it here. Oh, and then, okay. So with a touch of realism, we've got this thing, like, held up with a support strut because it's dead and not able to keep its own balance. That's some science for you, kids. Skeletons need help standing up, or they will just fall down. The scientific proof of this can be found in Dry Bones, the famous and beloved Super Mario Brothers character, who is a dead turtle. I always thought that was a little bit dark. That kind of just brought, you know, to crushing reality the fact that, no, a lot of these Koopa Troopas are not surviving this battle. Mario is in fact murdering them, and some of them are being brought back to some hideous parody of life to roam around a castle and be crushed over and over again. Only hoping to be the one, Dry Bones, who finally gets his hands on that plumber and, you know, does whatever it is a Dry Bones does to Mario if they catch him. I would imagine, given, you know, their lifestyle and state of being, that it would be some pretty horrific stuff. That's what I imagine them doing to him. Like, you know, off-screen. Dry Bones gets a hold of Mario. Bowser's all like, "Where's Mario? That dastardly blasted plumber." Dry Bones is just all like, because it can't, you know, speak. It's just a skeleton. And, you know, Bowser's like, "Well, as long as he's not thwarting my plans." And Dry Bones is just like, because see what Dry Bones is doing is biding its time. Dry Bones is an undead creature. It has all the patience now in the world. And all that Dry Bones wants is to get back to its lair, its bone lair, or whatever you want to call it. You know, where it's got Mario chained up, and it's just going to spend the next couple of years keeping Mario alive while it does to him what happened to it. And by that, I mean skinning Mario alive! This is the head of a... This is the skull of a T-Rex. I did not realize I was making that. That's kind of cool. Look at this. You angle things right, and it even kind of... That's really cool. That's well done. I like this. That's neat. Okay. I'm assuming there's a tail thing. Oh yeah, there's a huge hook piece. So, by that I mean this thing. Rather obvious, you know, as I'm asking my question, this thing's staring me in the face. Let's ram this up this T-Rex. Alright. So this... Well, this is... I was just talking about how nice it was that these little scenes form like little pods that are contained to a plate, but this scene is not contained to a plate. I have to cheat a little bit here. And we'll just stick this... Well, there's... The bone doesn't even attach, so I'll just jam it in there. And we got a couple of pieces left over, some bones and stuff. Those are, I don't think I can really merge those into this diorama. The T-Rex is cool, but I think that the chemistry one is a little bit more practical. Anyway, I'm going to rejig things here for a second. We'll be right back with the last of these 3 Research Institute researchers. Legs. We're going to make us a space scientist who apparently has a sweet neckerchief as well. So let's see what the heads are on here. My space science ain't going so well. No, it's going great. Look at that confidence. That's right. Anyway, glad you came back to join me here, because we're about to make a checkerboard pattern on this tile, which means we're going to put, you know, what is this, 30-some of these squares onto here for the next couple of years. So strap in your seatbelt, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for excitement. I'm gonna move this light up a bit so I don't cross over it every time I reach for a new piece. Okay, what am I doing? Oh yeah, this. I sound like I'm whining. To be perfectly honest, I think this is actually a super cool visual when I first saw this. I kind of wish that all of the little stages did something like this. I just think it gives it some punch, you know? Gives it a little bit of flair and pizzazz. There's one thing that we need more of in this world, it is some zazz. So, I am all for this. Bring it on. Let's do some more. White one. Look at this. Already got this much of it done. What an exciting turn of events. This blue thing goes up here for whatever reason. I'll just put it there now so I don't forget. Well, back to the grind. Anyone out there watching this play checkers? I haven't played checkers in a long time, and here's my memory of checkers. I sucked at it. For whatever reason, like, I sucked at chess too, but I kind of got chess. For some reason, as a kid, it took me forever to really get checkers, because for some reason I kept substituting in my mind chess rules in checkers, because, you know, the whole thing when you get to the other end of the board and you say whatever me. That threw me off as a tiny little baby evangelist. I like to think I've grown up a little bit since I was 6, but, you know, I leave that up to you. Let me know in the comments if you think that I have displayed a capacity for thought and rationale and basic maintenance and archiving of information given to me for my age. I leave that up to you. I'm still putting these things on here, but I'm almost done. Alright. As for chess, I just thought battle chess was the best thing when I was a kid, because it was like all... It was my first exposure to chess, I believe. Which is maybe part of what explains why I don't find chess itself super interesting, because I thought chess was all about rooks that transform into things and, you know, eat the queen. Or, man, it was Battle Chess, whatever, 4000? The one where the rook was just a frigging transformer. That ruined chess for me forever, because there are no transformers in chess, you know, after that. Just, you know, moves. And gambits, and whatever else you guys call those, strats. What are your hot chess strats? Let me know. I'm just building a telescope. I was going to try to pronounce it differently, and I just gave up. I think this is a chalkboard. Hopefully there's not a Lego-scaled piece of chalk, or we're all doomed. I don't believe there is, so don't worry. Alright. So, I gotta... what, plug this thing down here? Oh, I'm building the mount for the chalkboard! I'm gonna guess that that's the next thing I do. Am I right? I am! Over here, here's where we're gonna build our telescope. So... this is some, like, super basic, MOCing, or mocking, as the Legos call it. And, I think I mentioned this before, I like this stuff to be presented to me in sets that I can buy with instruction books. And it's all in a box, and there's a printed instruction book, and it's all plain English right there for me to read. Or look at, not English, but, you know, pictures. Because this is a lot easier for me to start understanding, you know, deeper Lego than just people, you know, telling me or showing me pictures. Printing me some nice instructions and selling them to me in a box with the parts to do it, that is how I really can appreciate this stuff. Whoa! This thing looks pretty intense all of a sudden. What goes on top? A lightsaber. Okay. This is the best. This totally looks like a telescope. Holy crap. I didn't even know what I was doing. So this goes in here. Wow! Wow! That turned out really well. I wish that one of these things had a stud for her to, like, firmly affix onto here. As it is, she's, you know, just for the sake of gravity, I think she's actually got to hold on to the telescope for dear life. It's, well, no, she can't. Well, here. Hold on to the telescope stand for dear life. As we wave your whole lab around. Alright, so I'll throw these spare parts into the box. These ideas and QSO sets that I've gotten, I really like the boxes, so I'm keeping them. I think that they're really sharp, they're real snappy, and they look good on a shelf. You know, if you don't have the Lego out on display, next best thing, have it nice and, whoop, reassemblable inside its snazzy box. So that's the LEGO Ideas Research Institute. Maybe we'll try the other hand on here. I'll just give you your telescope and then... this isn't working! Oh well. We'll chance it. We'll just stand you there. This is the Research Institute. I dig it. In Canada, this thing ran for about 25? I think it was 20 in the States. It's super cool. I was in the States recently, you know, as of this recording anyway, in mid-September, and I said, hey, y'all getting more of them research institutes? And the guy at the Lego store said, yep, in October. So I think that they are still, you know, producing these just in smaller numbers and just for local Lego stores. But my understanding is they are not producing more for the Lego online shop. So hopefully if you can get to a Lego store and you're looking for this, then that's your situation. If you want this and you don't have a Lego store nearby, then I guess make friends with people. Anyway, that's been Internet Personality Evangelist. That's V-Build of the LEGO Research Institute. And I am not going to V-Build the exosuit on here anytime soon. I don't want to take it apart. But hey, I don't know. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, juice science!